Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JD Talk Show. My name is JD. You can call me Julian, whichever you prefer. This is episode 17017. That's right. And today, and in fact, we are coming up on our 20th episode, which means it'll be our first season in the books. All right. So the process in leading up to it means that as we get closer and closer to our goal, we make sure that we see this through to the finish. So, with that being said, let's dive right into the nitty gritty and talk about our first book review of this season, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Now, for me, I know this is a hard copy. I got this from my wife. The if in case you don't know, I suck at reading. I'm happy to admit it, but what I am good at is listening, and I call it active listening. So I like to take notes as I listen to stories that go on. So a great app that you can download. This is not an ad or anything. It's just something that when I found it, I wish I would have known about this sooner. It's called Audible. So it's like I think it's like a monthly or yearly subscription, whatever it is, and you're allotted 1 credit per month. And for that credit, you get a free book. So I've already finished my book, and I'm kind of freaking out because I have to hang out now until I guess the 15th or the 16th to get my next book. So, meaning this book that I just listened to is one to remember. All right. Pardon the background noise; it's just Missy chewing on some toys. But let's dive right into this, because if you've never read The Alchemist, what I can tell you is the book in itself is truly one to remember. It is something it's something that I can say that has changed my life, or at least like help redirect my focus so that I can be on the right path that I believe is correct. Now, let's talk about some things here. The Alchemist, it starts I'm not going to give away the entire story, but what I will give you is my interpretation of this amazing book. So we start off with a boy who is a shepherd, who has gone out and, what do you say, kind of went against the grain of what his family wanted him to be. And he became a shepherd so that he could see the world. And he was pretty content with that until he came across an old man who claimed to be a king. And that king gave him a name, but also went by many names too. Okay? The king told him, or actually, better yet, rewind really quickly. The boy was having a couple dreams about, hey, Missy, hey, hey. Gotta be chomping and chewing this whole time? She says, yes, that's okay. So the boy has a dream of this treasure in the pyramids. They're in the Middle East somewhere, I believe. And he has this dream of this magnificent treasure. And he didn't really tell anybody about it until this old man told him about the dreams that you're having are the treasure. And he's like, how do you know that? And he's like, I know everything. So the boy humors it, listens to the old man, and the old man gives him the next things that he needs to focus on. All right. And it's to listen to omens, listen to all of them, and basically to set out on a path and go find your treasure. Now, this shepherd, all right, hey Missy, I love you. Pardon me. I love you. And you can be mad at me, but this is a little too loud. She is going to be so mad at me, but it's okay. This is a Himalayan shoe, everybody. She loves this stuff. I know. Hang tight. Let me finish this, and then we'll do our thing, okay? So, I know. I'm a bad dog dad right now, but sound is everything here. So, the boy finds his treasure later on, but leading up to it, many things happen along the way that are applicable to our own life. And what I found so interesting about this was exactly that statement that I just said, how applicable it could be to our life. The boy, as an example, he sold his sheep, he got money, and he went to a foreign land to make his way towards the pyramids. Somebody who spoke a language that he did not convinced him to follow him, give him his money, and he'll guide him to it. Turns out the guy was a thief. And, well, with little to nothing, the boy had to learn and work his way up to find the things that were work his way up to make money, and and just his treasure always came back as a reminder, like, this is what you want to find, this is what you seek. So the story is amazing. I don't want to butcher it anymore just because of all the distractions that I have, but hey, that's okay. And actually, that's a perfect example for what this story is about. It's about somebody that loses their way, that is taught about how to find a connection. And the connection leads to the connection that we have to the soul of the world. Now, the soul of the world is the energy, the matter, the atoms, the whatever binds us together, what connects you and I to the point where we are so intertwined with each other. That soul, that energy, we can communicate with it. And that's why, well, that's why you can see things happening for others. Um, what I found interesting was, and I like about this because I can just be real on this. I have no boundaries or anything holding me back from saying what I want. So I found what was interesting was the boy's possessions that he had to this world, meaning his sheep were his everything. They taught him so much. And then after he gave up his sheep to pursue his dream, he realized that there's other things that he can learn from. And I'm just going to flip that and put that back at me. Well, as you know, as you've heard some of my episodes and some of the stories that I've shared, I came up as a dancer in my early 20s. And when I had everything that I thought was, you know, good, and really my life set for me, I realized there has to be more than this. And I said that to myself. I was like, there's just got to be more than this. And I gave up what I worked so hard for, like blood, sweat, and tears, like eating little to nothing, not barely making any money, to then flipping my career and pursuing fitness, finding boxing, realizing that I could learn so much through fighting, training to fight, actually fighting, realizing that as much as I wanted to hold on to that, there's something even greater waiting for me beyond that. So now I pursue coaching. I even like get to teach others how to box through this amazing craft. I get to I get to help people strength train. I get to help people lift because I found myself letting go of my past things that I built, things that help me feel secure, content, and going for more. So I know that this show has again been just like a little aloof, which is fine. It's okay. It happens. Um, but letting go to find your own treasure can be interpreted as, you know, what do you need to let go in order to pursue your goals? And your goals can be interpreted as your treasure. Your goals can be interpreted as the the ultimate thing that you've always wanted to see for yourself. I've always wanted to share my voice with the world, and this is great because now what's going to happen for this show is it's going to build and build over time, and I know it's going to turn into something great because I know I have some good things to give and share, and even bring people on the show too. So again, what's your treasure? My treasure is, I have my beautiful family. I have my dog, my wife. and my family members as well. Um, my treasure could also be my voice that I can share with the world, the experiences that I've had to help others get through their own. And it could be flipped as well with people that I bring on here too. So, how can we find something that seems very not attainable? Well, this, my friends, is where the F word comes into play. And it's not what you think it is, it's faith. That's right. I know some of you have been thinking a little differently. Faith, unwavering amounts of faith. And from faith, we can create action by doing it. So faith doesn't have to be blind, right? Meaning you're not going to sit around and just wait for it to happen. With faith comes action. If you truly believe that you can get this, you will take action. You will take yourself so much more serious than you ever thought before. So, one of my good friends, Kenny Santucci, would say as a way to entice people a little bit more, let me know when you're serious or show up when you're serious about this. Because, I mean, does that not get you fired up? Like, what are you talking about? Of course, I'm serious. But again, or who said this? I think Denzel Washington said this, and if I can remember this correctly, hold on. Dreams without goals are just dreams. Yeah, I think it's something along those lines, and it's something so simple that it could trigger you again, just like if you're serious, show up. So take yourself seriously. If you really want something for yourself, if you want to see some change happen for yourself in your life, you will take yourself seriously. And through unwavering amounts of faith, I guarantee that you can get there. Look at this. I have a mic, I have little rinky dinky lights, I got my camera set up, and this is all me. I'm a one-man show, folks. But I get to share with you my journey because I know there's somebody watching this wanting a little bit more for themselves. They're in that, I'd like to take myself serious mode. So have no fear. You're not alone. And understand that, I got nothing but love for you. Okay. Unwavering amounts of love. And love is not just mwah, all that stuff, but love is just I feel for you right now. I want you to pursue what it is that you want for yourself. Like, I mean it. I want to just close this out again with, first off, the book is The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho, however you say his names. It's spelled Paulocoelho, or just type in The Alchemist. It is a story, it is a book, a journey that you will not regret, and it is something that can at least help you find what you're looking for if you really need the help with that. But plenty more books to come, so don't you worry. Next episode, we're going to be diving into the world of Rich Roll's Finding Ultra. Then after that, we'll be diving into Bedros Keuilian's Man Up. And then we close out the season with episode 20, the finale. It's a fun little episode, okay, that I have planned for you all. The Alchemist. I do the audiobook on Audible. It's great. Remember that the soul of the world is what we're all connected to. And we can communicate with that by, in a way, just kind of speaking to yourself. You listen to your heart can help you communicate with others. All right? We're here to do good for others. And when you can find what your treasure is, well, you can use it to help others too. And with a lot of faith, I guarantee you can get there. But without action, your faith is going to fall apart. Okay. I love you all. My name is Julian. Thanks for talking and listening with me. Pardon the interruption with Missy chewing. She's over it. I love and appreciate you all. Have a good one. Be sure to like, save, and subscribe. Tune in for the next episode. I'll catch you later.